Hey folks, we are here in front of our Walker's Point location on 2nd and Bruce in Milwaukee, and we wanted to give you a little tour of the progress of our Walker's Point location, something for folks to get excited for while they're sitting at home. As you see behind me, we are in front of our building and there is no front of it, which we'll give you a tour of that in a little bit, but we're going to move to that front area. We'll show you what that's all about, and then we'll walk you through the space. So let's go. As we walk around the building, the first thing that most people as they drive by have noticed is we have completely removed the front of the building. And one of the things that we wanted to do with this facility was to create an opportunity to let a lot of natural light into our facility, like our North Avenue facility, as well as keep it connected to the neighborhood in which it lives. And Walker's Point is an amazing neighborhood and has a lot going on, so we want to make sure that the gym feels like it's a part of that. And because this was an existing warehouse building, we wanted to spice it up a little bit. So the first thing we did was we had the front of this building removed, because what will happen is this will eventually get all braced with steel, and there'll be some steel I-beams in here. And then as you walk, this will all be covered, and then there will be some glass windows that'll run along this. What those glass windows will do is they'll allow all that light in there. This overhang here gives the front of the building some real interest, and as well as let that natural light in. And then when it's raining, you'll be able to come over here and get into the space and be able to shake off the rain and snow before you come on into the facility. So the next thing we'll do is we'll walk you into the front area of the gym. And I want you all to remember that this is a construction site and this is a work in progress video. This is just the start. And if you know where that this facility has come from and where it is today, it's an awesome change, and but it's getting better every day. Where we are just standing outside is just on the other side of the wall. This is where you'll come into the facility, and so this is a temporary wall that's there, and this is the front desk area. As you come in, this will actually be the front desk. This is Aubrey Electric, who just placed these. This is where our data and our electrical will come into the front counter. So you'll be greeted by friendly desk staff here. All the rental stuff will be behind you. This will be the retail area, and there will be actually a wall here, and then you'll be able to come into the on this side we have men's and women's restrooms that you'll be able to enter into as well. So it's right now this space is probably the roughest looking area of the entire space, but in the next couple of weeks they're pouring some concrete today to fill in all these large holes, and soon enough there'll be some studs on the wall to get ready for the wall board that goes up sometime next week. All right, so we are standing now just on the other side of that glass wall. This will actually kind of be about the start of the climbing wall on this side. And if you can imagine, as you look at this space, that the climbing wall is sort of an I-beam shape. So here's the start of the I-beam. It's going to go out and then come back in, and then towards the back wall it comes out again and goes back in. So it's going to come along here. There's a nice prow that comes out here, comes back in. Some really great features along this. along this part of the wall, there will be a overhanging to slab section. And right about where this dumpster is our large overhang. So it's, I don't know how, it's steeper than I can climb, but it's pretty awesome. Then it shoots back out again over here. You're gonna lose me, but I'm gonna be over here. Yep. Comes back around this backside, along here, tucks back in, and all along here is where the slab section will be. So we have about 80 feet of slab in this facility, and then this I-beam's gonna come back out and connect. And the really cool part about the facility is what we've tried really hard to do was to have a facility where you didn't have to stand on the pads the whole time. When you stand on the pads, it tends to get, it's tiring. You end up being in the way of other climbers. So you can walk around 90% of this large feature without actually going into walking on the pad, except for one small section where the training area is. And we'll go over to where the training area section is in a minute. Okay, on this wall, this is where most of the training apparatuses are. So we got about a 20-foot spray wall here. And then we will have a tension board that is on hydraulics that will be able to change depending on how steep you want it, a moon board, and then the campus board. So that'll happen all in this area. And this will be the only section that if you have to walk across, you'll have to walk across the pads to get all the way through this section. All right, so here we are, we're standing in our yoga space. This is a dedicated yoga room. It's going to, you can see the insulation on the walls because we want it to be nice and toasty in here so all y'all can get your stretches on. It'll have its own sound system, a really cool lighting plan that we have for this space. So we're really excited, and we hope that you guys will be super excited to be able to take a yoga class down here in a space that's dedicated for it. All right, so as we move through the space, this is a space that you won't get to see much, but since we're here, we're gonna take a look at it. This is actually the setters area. And so this is where all the holds are. This is where the setters are gonna get all their stuff, the ladder storage, hold storage, volume storage. We actually have a shipping container of volumes coming from the manufacturer, which is coming out of Bulgaria. And so it should be pretty cool. So the volumes are for here, Milwaukee, and for Brookfield. So we're gonna be all, you guys are gonna be able to get on all kinds of volumes. Over here is the spray down area. So this is where all the holds get washed with an industrial power washer. We have a very similar setup in both Brookfield and in Milwaukee. It's one of the route setters' favorite job is to stand there with ill-fitting galoshes and raincoats and spray holds for 2 hours or 4 hours, sometimes 8 or 12 hours. All right, so behind us is actually one of the other really cool architectural elements of this facility is this wall. This wall separates the climbing space from the workout area, and we'll go into the workout area in a minute. But one of the things that's really cool about it is, one, you get to sense some of the volume of the space that we have here. It's pretty cool for a bouldering facility to have this kind of height. This building was actually, it started off, it was built by a wrecking company, and this actually, they took all of the steel girders from this building from a bridge that went over State Street. And so when they tore that down, that was a job for them. They repurposed all of it so that they could they could build their facility. So it's got these really cool rivets in the ceiling. It's pretty awesome. But these walls are actually, all these are going to be windows that are going to go from right here, and they're going to go all the way up to where you can see the top up there. So as you walk through the facility, you'll be able to kind of take a peek into the workout facility, but you don't feel totally exposed like you're in a fishbowl. So you'll be able to get peeks in. The people working out can get some peeks out to watching what awesome things folks are doing. So we think the space is going to be pretty awesome. Now we'll just take you into that and let you know what that space sort of feels like. All right, now we're going to take a walk into the fitness area. So follow me. I'll hold the door for you. All right, awesome. So in here is our fitness facility. Again, it's going to be enclosed, so it's going to be hopefully quote unquote chalk free. It'll have its own sound system, you know, so we can listen to some Metallica in here while we're listening to some lo-fi beats out into the other part of the facility. We will have, most likely all of our cardio will be along this wall here. All of our rogue rack and all of the, heavy things that people like to pick up and put down, kettlebells and all that, will go along this back wall. There should be plenty of room for everybody to get whatever, whatever fitness things that they need to get done in this space. So it should be pretty awesome. Okay, so this space here is a little bit of a breakout area in this fitness area. And what we tried to do was kind of create a couple of things where, this is the kettlebells and all that are going to be hosted in here. But what we tried to do was try to create a space where we could have some larger group fitness classes. So right here, this is actually going to be a garage door that can be opened and closed to either connect or further separate these rooms out a little bit and allow people to, if they need a smaller breakout space, we'll be able to do that. If you need a little bit larger breakout space, we can do that. If you need a really large breakout space, we'll be able to accommodate them depending on what it is that folks need to do for whatever kind of class as we look to the future and what climbing gyms are and what takes place in them. So hopefully we will have lots of room for whatever it is we all need to do and to stay strong and to stay fit. So in here we have our, watch that, little fresh concrete. This is our changing area. Along this wall will be all cubbies and benches, and so folks can throw all their stuff in a cubby. Right here there will be 2 changing rooms, 2 gender neutral bathrooms with showers in them, water fountain. So you'll be able to throw all your stuff in here, change, take a shower if you come in early, you want to go back to work, whatever. We're pretty excited about this space. Okay, so above us you'll see this is on this mezzanine. That's going to be our staff area and our office for the Walker's Point manager. And so they should have enough space where they can heat up their lunches and go and do whatever kind of shenanigans, as well as maybe get some work done in the office here. So, we hope that this is enough space for all y'all to come and get changed before you head out to go bouldering. Cool. So that concludes our tour of our Walker's Point facility. We'll be doing updates like this every couple of weeks so that you can see what this looks like as we progress. And I hope you get excited about this. I hope you get excited about us reopening. Although we don't know when that is, we hope it's going to be soon. And we can't wait to say hello and see y'all climbing. Thanks. Have a great day.